Hello, and welcome back to Morrowind Mondays. When last we left Ralof Iceblade, the Northern Crusader, he delved deeper into Arcing Thand, having gained a very special key from Hasfet and Tabalus. And he was able to obtain all the Dwemer scrap metal he needed for his sacred quest on behalf of the temple. After that, he looked into the matter of corruption in Balmora. He hunted down the Kamanatong members responsible for bribing officials. And he caused a little bloodbath, for which the Emperor was oh so grateful and gave him a Ring of Chameleon. But now, he is back in Old Ebonheart to do yet more work for the Fighters Guild and the Imperial Legion. Welcome back. In between videos, I did a lot of stuff. I decluttered my inventory a little bit, sold some things off. I actually went ahead and bought a new sword, because now we have two axes, right? We have an axe that we could just use normally, an enchanted axe that'll be good for hitting ghosts and stuff, and now we have a claymore, a big old claymore. It's very nice. I like it a lot. Looks pretty cool. Aside from that, you'll notice that my armor is no longer in my inventory. I'm keeping it in the bunks here at the Fighters Guild in Old Ebonheart. I also did a little bit of alchemy since we're back.
You seem like very good.
Took some of my alchemical ingredients, put them on the table here so I'm not constantly carrying them around. Put more books over on that thing over there.
That's wick wheat. Never does a thing.
Right. I went ahead and took the key to lower Arcing Thand and put it on this table, and you can see that it looks really funky. This has to be where you grab it from, right? And then this end goes into the door. That's what I assume. And then we got a slave key that we no longer need, and I didn't realize what this was before, but this is a card deck box, so we could play a game of cards with that, but we're not gonna worry about that too much right now. Aside from that, yeah, that's pretty much what we did. Now, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and return to the temple, just so that we can refresh our memory here. Scrap for Cyrodiil. Valaka Prontia has asked me to retrieve 5 pieces of Dwemer scrap metal. She says that they are to be melted into small figurines of the 9 divines and sold in Cyrodiil, which is an important source of funds for the Imperial cult in Old Ebonheart. Just adjusting my seating here. And that is what we shall do. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, what I'm thinking is, well, this is gonna take a little bit to load, but what I'm thinking, we pick up with where we left off with the Fighters Guild here in Old Ebonheart, which they were gonna have us go and take care of, look into, I think, a Dwemer ruin for a long dead guy. And then, well, we might also look into that little matter of the orcs. See how that goes for us. All right. Possibly both. We'll see. Hello, Valaka. Good to see you. Welcome, Layman Ralof Iceblade. Welcome indeed. I have your scrap metal. I see you have the scrap metal I asked for. Good. No, excellent news. Thank you, Layman, for taking your duty seriously. Talos looks proudly on those who fulfill their assigned tasks for the betterment of civilization. Creating the figurines will help us secure funding for a good few months, which is certainly for our betterment. And with us, the cult. With the cult, civilization. What? Please take these scrolls as thanks. It's not much, but I can't afford to give you more than your fair share. Scroll of Daidane's Panacea, Scroll of Divine Intervention, journal's been updated. Nice. We're not gonna do more work, because we have plenty to do right now, but we might come back later. Glad we can help out. So, let's see here. So we've got a Legacy's Trail, at play in the Meadows of Malakath. Galoro Sevlor, a former witch hunter in Dondro, believes Malakath worshippers have moved into the ruins of Hadrum Nabibi. I offered to look for them. If found, he wants them killed, so we'll look into that. We're also going to look into... Oh, it's a Daedric Shrine. Ooh. Well, we're gonna give it a try anyway. Capia Tiria was somehow able to identify the smudge as Technil Ash Shulpi. Technil Ash Shulpi. This Daedric Shrine lies east of Old Ebonheart in the Sundered Scar and was probably Constantius' next location. Alright, but then there was this other thing from the Fighters Guild North. What is this? I wonder why this is still in our journal. Very confusing. But at any rate, I'm going to have a look at... Let's see about the Meadows of Malakath. So this place is just down here. Well, we better gear up. And we'll check the Fighters Guild chest to see if there's anything new that we can grab. Where is the Fighters Guild chest? Is this it?
Seen any elves?
I know! Oh my gosh, elves. It's funny because they're all over the place here. Oh, Holga, you slay me. All right. Anyway. Oh my god. There's that dry wit of hers again. Oh, Holga. What a funny Nord woman you are. All right. We are all geared up and ready to go. Got our axe. We got some new potions. Oh, we're moving so much more slowly. So, what I'm thinking... Let's see here. Yeah, it may take me a while. So what I'll probably do here is do a fancy little cut. And we'll rejoin each other once I get to Dondrel. I think that is an excellent idea.
Yes,
I'll see you guys very soon. All right, we join each other once again, back here at Dondrel. Ralof made his way back over here, safe and sound. We almost encountered a big-ass fly, but didn't have to fight it in the end. Can't ask for much more than that. So, here's the idea that I have. Get over to the house over here that we found him in. Kind of orient ourselves that way. So, Habrum Mabibi seems to be just southwest. So, we keep going southwest. Presumably, we will get there. And we'll be going through slightly new territory, so this is worth showing. We're eventually going to come across a body of water, which means that we're probably going to have to go more northwest. This could be the body of water of which I spoke. Probably not, though. So, all right. We'll head south for now. And then we'll go west again. Once we get to the other side of this small body of water. All right, keep going west. Huh, it's a remnant of a wall here. Wonder what used to be here. Very strange. All right, what are these signs pointing at? What do we got here? Felms, Ithul, Vul, Dondrel. Well, we don't want any of those. We should probably just keep cutting through the wilderness. Oh shit. How about you? That'll teach you to mess with the Northern Crusader. Ho ho! Alrighty. Do a little fall here. I was supposed to be a jump, but I ended up falling instead. Taking a quick sip of coffee. Letting my fatigue get restored a little bit. We do seem to be on the right path, though. We're inching closer and closer. Now, in between videos, I did buy some scrolls of divine intervention, so if this turns out to be too much trouble for us, too dangerous, we can always zip out of there. Same thing goes for the other Daedric ruin we'll have to investigate. Some mud crab over there. I see a scrib. Little buggies. Hi, little buggies. They sound quite cute. Very interesting sounds they make. I wonder if we actually have to, if the orcs really are up to no good, or if they're just kind of existing, and that dark elf we spoke to is being a little racist. Well, that's those are some interesting, oh, those rock formations? No, this must be it. All right, let's do a hard save. All right. You know, we should have this out just in case. The silver weapons are the only thing that can harm a Daedra, in case we do run into Daedra here. Which seems likely. Oh god, see what I'm talking about? Let's do a quick save as well. It's a clan fear, oh goodness. I don't know if we're ready for this actually, I'm a little scared. I'm a little worried. But that's what we have the scrolls for. To make a quick escape, just in case. I'm thinking that we open up with something to hit it with. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. 5. Rayloff's a little nervous. Oh gosh. Has quite a bit of health. That actually wasn't too bad. We did okay. Cool. Hell yeah. Alright, this might be no problem at all. If clan fears are about the level of what we're dealing with here, then it should be alright. Let's see here. There we go. Restoration increase to 32. Oh wow, this place is big. Alright, we got some scamps. There we go. But this is exactly what Rayloff's about as a crusader, right? Going through ruins, clearing out the unholy monsters with him. This is totally his thing. He just wasn't quite sure if this was something he was ready to do. There we go. Awesome. All right. Let's keep on exploring. Ooh. Oh. Well, that's an interesting looking mace. What is this? It's a silver mace. Oh, wow. The Book of Daedra, Bone Meal, Omnom, Amulet of Divine Intervention. Oh. Wow. Look how lucky we are. We'll never need a scroll of divine intervention again. Incredible. Poor fool didn't use it though. Have we read the book? I think we've read the Book of Daedra in Skyrim, but I'm not sure if Ralof has read it. I'm not gonna reread it. Well, I mean, for those of you who have maybe never watched my Skyrim series, I'll read it. It's quite the expansive ruin, actually. Oh, there's a person over there. So I assume we're now getting closer to the orcs. Did a quick save. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. All right. Is he wearing, what kind of armor? That looks like Imperial armor. Is that your fellow Legionnaire? Yeah, that's Imperial armor he's wearing. She just looks like a normal person. But this person's wearing Imperial armor. Perhaps they're friendly. Greetings, fellow Legionnaire. How do you do?
Probably nothing.
Mokgrol Ulnog.
Yes.
A pleasure to meet you.
Greetings, citizen. Have you come to pay here to pay your respects to Lord Malakath too?
You're part of the Imperial Legion, brother?
For the glory of Tiber Septim, you and I should be honored to be in its service.
You are here at Hadrum Mabibi. I have been told that some nefarious people are here.
We're paying respect to Lord Malakath.
The locals consider that heresy, you know, and honestly, I'm not too fond of it either.
Huh. I didn't know that.
I told you we should have asked first. You never listen to me.
Keep quiet, Yaga. Anyway, we're legionnaires, not smokeskin lick spittle. Why should we care what a bunch of silly dark elves think?
There's reactivity. Oh my gosh, we outrank him. A dangerous witch hunter. Retired witch hunter. As your superior officer, I order you to leave.
Yes, sir. We'll leave Hadrum Nabibi as you command.
You always step on the wrong people's toes, Mock. Alright, there, we resolved it without violence. I found 2 orcs in Hadrum Nabibi paying respect to Malakath. I convinced them it would be a good idea to leave. And a good idea it is indeed. We're not gonna, oh wow, is it blocked? Can we literally not go inside? It looks blocked. Oh, you can get, yeah, blocked door. So would you, I don't know. The inside of these ruins is always tougher. Should we check it out? I am a little curious. Yeah, the door is blocked. All right, well, that answers my question. Okay. Well, there's yet more exterior, I feel like there's a little bit more exterior left. So I think in the name of being thorough, let's just look around a little bit more, see if there are any other, if there's any more Daedric filth for the Northern Crusader to slaughter. I'm having a blast with this. Well, that's so cool that there was reactivity to us outranking him and we could tell him to leave. That's great. I love that. That's super cool. We were able to resolve this peacefully. I think if they were just straight up orc bandits, Ralof would have been more willing to take the violent route, but considering that he's also in the Legion, it was like, well, I don't really approve of what you're doing, but we're in the same... We both serve the Empire, so... I'll let you live. I'll just let you go with a warning. I think it makes sense. Did we already get this one? There are more bones over here. Doesn't look like there's anything worthwhile, though. Alright, I saw another scamp over there, though, so we'd better take care of it. Having a bit more coffee. You will die where you stand. If I could hit you. That'll teach you to mess with the Imperial Legion. You dare oppose the might of the Imperial Legion? Not quite, Wes Johnson. Alright, what's going on over here? Anything interesting? Anything special? Would not appear that way. Oh, another scamp. We'll take this one out too. Yeah. Be thorough about this. That's what you get. You know, I think of all the things that Ralof would be okay with, I think he'd be okay with capturing the souls of Daedra. I think he was okay with that, but capturing the souls of, like, animals, people, that he's not so, he's definitely not okay with that. That is not his cup of tea. All right. Well, good. I'm glad we were able to resolve that without violence. All right. I'm gonna make my way back to Dondrel, and I will see you guys when we get there. All right. Dondrel is in sight. We made it safely back. Ralof did rest a little bit on his way back, so now it is nightfall. We did encounter some wildlife. It was just a couple beetles on the way back, though. Killed a couple beetles. Nothing super crazy happened, though. So I didn't think it was worth including it. But now we are back, and we can report back to this retired witch hunter. And I hope that there's an option to just be as vague as possible and just be like, yeah, we took care of it, right? We don't necessarily have to tell them that we didn't kill them. I have a sneaking suspicion that he probably wouldn't be too pleased if we didn't actually kill them. Just my feeling, though. So let's see here. This would be him. Yep, this is definitely him. Hello there, Galoro.
Do you have news from Hadrum Nabibi? So you visited Hadrum Nabibi. What did you find?
The cultists agreed to leave the ruins.
You mean they're not dead? Vivek! What were you thinking? I sent you there to kill them, idiot! I should have expected this. You Outlanders do everything the wrong way.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. They weren't actually harming anyone.
Is cheap.
Well, he wasn't happy with me, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, then, there's some nice swords here. These are really nice.
Please, not again.
I know, you don't like me. All right, so that's that. Well, we crossed that quest, got that quest out of our log here. I'm very happy about that. So let's see about this, a Legacy's Trail. It's in Technilashashupi. This Daedric shrine lies east of Old Ebonheart in the Sundered Scar and was probably Constantius' next location. Can we get more specific directions? It's hard to miss. Follow the road east from Dondrel until you enter the Scar. Once you pass over the mountain range that divides it from Antherin, turn to the north. The shrine should be close enough. All right, so we need to take the road east out of Dondrel. All right, so we're going the wrong way already. East out of Dondrel. Sounds good. So let's see here. Let's read that just one more time. Follow the road east from Dondrel until you enter the Scar. Once you pass over the mountain range that divides it from Antherin and turn to the north, the shrine should be close enough. All right. once we enter the Scar. I don't really know what the Scar is, but I suppose that we'll probably get a little alert in our map or on our screen when we've entered it. Okay, Antherin region. So right now we are in Antherin, which means that once we find it... So the mountain range separates the Antherin. Does the mountain range constitute the Scar? Is that the idea that I'm supposed to take away from this? It feels like that's what I'm supposed to take away from this. All right. So let's take a look at these road signs here and see if I have the... Let's see here. Darvonis, Almalexia, Dondril, Sarenthul. None of this really helps me, but let's see here. Can we get a little more information about the Sundered Scar? If you're hoping to survive the perils of the Scar, then you need equipment in pristine condition. Well, I assume the Scar is the mountain range, so I think I'm gonna keep heading east. I assume the Scar is this big dark region in my map. Okay, so we're getting into some rougher looking turf here, some rougher looking territory. Looks like it's been blasted by volcanic nonsense. So I assume we're getting close. And eventually we need to turn north. So I think we need to get into the Scar first. So I think we'll keep following the road for a while. Let's actually do a mid-save here. All right. What do we got here? Fire Fern. Nothing to be collected. Keep my weapon at the ready, just in case. Oh, I'm a little stuck. Alright, so now the road is turning north. So I think I'll go ahead and follow the road north. And see what comes up. It's probably a mine over there, considering that it's guarded by someone. What we got here? Fire Fern. Resist fire. More Fire Fern. This is a useful effect to have. We can find something else that does resist fire. That'd be great. Oh, we got a Quama Forage over there. All right, we shall murder it. With extreme prejudice. Easy enough. Oh, Shulk Beetle is coming after us. Shulk resin. Let's take a look at our instructions again. Turn to the north. I feel like we are in the mountain range at this point. Once you cross over, or does that mean that like we have to get through the mountain range and then turn north? I feel like that's probably what it means. So we'll try that. Do a quick save here. Start sprinting a bit. Got a Guar here. Are you a friendly Guar? You are not. There we go. Suppose it's kind of valuable. Yeah, because she didn't say it's in the Sundered Scar. So I think, okay, so we're starting to get into some more pleasant. Oh, this is kind of swampy. Interesting. All right. So I think from here we can start heading north. That's my guess. More fire pedal. Okay. It could be that I'm just completely wrong. Whoa. Damn, that is loud. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I was right then. Awesome. So, quick save here. Yeah, she said it would be easy to spot. What's attacking me? What? I don't know what wants me dead. Oh, it's a cliff racer. Of course it is. All right, well, hang on. Oh, come on. Yay, it's dead. All right, let's rest for a bit. All right. Let's do a midway save here. And a quick save. Is that a rat? It looks like the rat is floating, but it's probably not actually floating. All right, this has to be it. Because now we're looking north. How does one get in? Seems pretty effectively walled off. Damn. Well, she didn't say it'd be difficult to get into. My God. All right, here we go. I think we found our way in. Let me sip of coffee here. This is nothing really. All right, I'm still waiting to like get into the ruin proper here. Okay, I guess we technically are still in the Sundered Scar region. Very interesting. Oh, there's a little shack nearby. Huh. Man, they are brave to live next to this thing. Still just kind of navigating the circumference here. Still haven't found my way in. How does one get in? How the hell am I supposed to get in? I feel like I've circumscribed a complete circle at this point. Oh. Oh, is this a shrine? Huh, it's a shrine to Azura. Interesting. I have made a complete circle around this thing, and I have not found an entrance. It just seems like it's completely walled off. Okay. Oh, there it is. What was... Oh, shit. Okay. Look at him go! Alright, let's get some fatigue back. And then we'll blast him with a little bit of ice magic. Man, look at him. Charging bravely into the wall. Well, enough of that. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on. Wow, that was great. Fantastic. You gotta be shitting me. Alright, well, we're not getting to him. We'll have to go inside. Quick save here. Hopefully he'll forget all about me in a sec. But I'm doubtful. Alright, what are we dealing with in here? Do I have to drop into the water? My gosh, dude, give it a rest. I guess I do. Oh shit, a frost atronach. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so we definitely found it. Gonna just avoid the frost atronach for now. Oh god, this place is full of them. Is this on target? It is on target. Oh god, there are so many of them. This may still be beyond us, actually. This isn't good. Frost atronachs are no joke. Oh god. Okay, that almost took him out. There we go. Did hurt us a little bit, but we're alright otherwise. Let's do a quick little heal. So quick save. Thank God we had those scrolls. Dispose. Shame they didn't have anything worthwhile on them. I think that's just the wind. Alright. Where's the dark elf that I saw? I'm a little nervous about dealing with him. Is he still running up against a wall? I don't know where he is. Yeah, this is a shrine to Azura. Holy shit. Huh. Can't do anything with it, though. Not that Rayloff really wants to. Nothing around the edges here, no kind of secret treasure. Where the hell is that dark elf? All right, I'm gonna turn off the music for a bit because this is getting a little, or at least just turn it down. Because this is getting to be a bit much. All right, we'll turn it back up once we take care of him, I guess. But where the hell is he? Did he like fall down or something? Did he like fall down? Yeah, he did. Oh my god. Should we try to take him out? Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, damn. All right, hang on. Shit. Oh, come on. Oh, we got him. Nice. What has he got? Wooden Staff of Peace. Kind of worthwhile. All right. Let's get another one of these. All right, but we still have not found any clues about the dead man that we're supposed to be investigating. I keep forgetting his name. It was Constantius. Yeah, we still haven't found any hints about Constantius's fate, so we got to keep looking around. But the shrine entrance is technically over this way, so we should probably backtrack a bit. See if we can't get to it. Alright, here it is. Fortunately, that Frost Atronach hasn't seen me yet. Alright, should proceed with caution. The insides of these are usually pretty darn dangerous. Who wants to see me dead? Who wants me dead? Who has seen me? Oh shit. Oh god, this isn't good. Yeah, this is very bad. Let's see about, oh, come on. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Oh, it's the kicks. How is she knocking me down when I have all this fatigue left? Oh my fucking God. Okay, time to do a little bit of an emergency here. Damn it. All right, let's give it another shot. I can do it. I think it's doable. Maybe. Probably not, though. All right. Gonna just be cautious. Quiet about this. We'll let her come to us instead of chasing after her. Let's see here. Is there anything here to give us a clue? Ooh. We'll take that. There we go. Okay, we didn't attract the attention of the Daedra down there, which is good. Oh, wow, drain health. Holy shit. That is a nasty one. Petty soul gems. All right, this is filled. We'll sell that. Bone Lord. Ooh, we'll sell that. We'll sell that. Cheap restore health. That'll be good. Quality, magic or resistance. Cheap restore health. Standard rising force. Okay. Should we... Let's make an attempt at this. Why not? Oh, the lock is too complex. All right, never mind. We will use Unduce's Unhinging. 81 gold. Sounds good to me. All right. Still no clues about his whereabouts. Daedra and Daedra. Ah, shit. Okay, let's do this now. Did I activate it? No. Let's see if we can do a thing here. What have we got that can help us? Ah, fuck, she's really beating us up. And we're hitting her so infrequently. This really sucks. Let's try, what's helpful? What's helpful? Oh my god, she is really beating the shit out of us. Okay, we're getting her pretty low though. That's the good thing. All right, let's pop it. Oh, come on! Yes! Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Oh, man, that was rough. So quick save here. I am sincerely hoping that maybe we'll find some evidence in this room so we don't have to venture deeper, because this is pretty tough. All right. What have we got here? Scroll of healing. Take it. What's this? Torn journal page. Oh, thank God. Another day of valorous combat slaying Daedra. The Pilgrim has proved themselves to be quite capable in combat. I was hesitant at first, what with their disability, but they seem to have learned a lot from years of training to be a battle mage. So they say. They also say that Lenwyn is secretly jealous of me and the name I've made for myself. I've certainly noticed Lenwyn becoming more aggressive recently, but jealousy? I thought we were above petty squabbles like that. I feel like pounding his head against some rocks until he comes to his senses. We approach Necrom soon, just after a brief excursion into this Dwemer ruin to its northwest. So now he goes to a Dwemer ruin. Take the silver dagger. Scroll of Daedin's Panacea. Breathing water. Wolf Queen, Book 8. Oh, improved our enchanting skill. Breathing water. Improved our alteration. We already have Invocation of Azura. Alright, great. Well, we are not going to venture any further in here. We will try to open this chest, however. Do we have another? I do not, so I'm not going to be able to open it. Never mind. Okay. So. I'm not going to explore this any further, as curious as I am, because I think this is very clearly beyond us. So let's go ahead and Divine Intervention right the hell out of here. Thank goodness. Back safe and sound. Alright, well, we should probably report back. But first, we'll take this armor off. Alright, that is much better. Now, to go ahead and deal with, so report to our commanding officer here. Hello, Sharnoga.
Show promise. What do you want?
Well, I've got news. Have you found any remains of Constantius? I hope the library was able to help. No. You found yet another page, and it seems to fit the same narrative as the other. The way he writes, though. Valorous combat slaying Daedra? I'd say the Sujama is speaking loudly in here, but the handwriting is too even for that. And why the mistrust towards Lenwyn? The vagueness about the mysterious pilgrim? It's like something was clouding his mind. Anyway, good job, swordsman. I'm sure this will all make sense in the end. Meanwhile, here's an amulet I pulled off some dead cultist ages ago. It's a weird one, seems to change color based on how you wear it. Maybe you'll find it useful. When you're ready for more orders, let me know. Amulet of Grey Tides. Interesting. Well, that was tough. Amulet of Grey Tides. What's it do? Oh. White? What's it do? Shock damage, 10 points on self. Restore health, 50 points on self. Ooh. How about black? The amulet turns deep black. Amulet of Black Tides. Absorb health, 10 to 30 points for 5 seconds on target. Interesting. I think we'll keep it white. Very cool. Very interesting. Well, we're going to keep our Divine Intervention amulet on for now. Wonderful. Oh, that was an adventure. Well, I think what we'll do now, we've got some alchemy ingredients. I want to try to make a Restore Magicka potion real fast and see how that goes.
My pleasure.
Let's give it a shot. Probably gonna fail, but worth a try. Where is it? Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, well. The fire petals we are going to save, because those are potentially very useful. Alright. The rest of these, though, I'm gonna sell them off. The fire petals we will save. We'll just make a big pile there. Yeah, the rest of these we'll sell to the alchemist, I think. Yeah, I think that's a plan. Does this guild hall have someone who sells armor and stuff like that? I forget. Yeah, alright, perfect. Let's get rid of some of the extra stuff that we got here. Let's see here. I have a silver dagger for you. Do you want this too? You do. Very good. We'll just accept it at that value. It's fine by me.
What was I thinking?
Don't know. All right. Let's go ahead and sell off a few more things. Should be an enchanter down here that we can visit. So we got some soul gems. Some pretty valuable soul gems, I might add. And I want to get rid of this Ring of Wizard's Fire. I have no intentions of using it. There's an alchemist right over here, though, so we can get rid of some of these alchemical ingredients that we really can't use. Hello there, Narusia. Good to see you. Let's go ahead and get rid of some things. We'll just take that. Alright, let's find the enchanter. Alright, there we go. Mystic Emporium, I think this is, right? Yes, Mystical Emporium. Fantastic.
What's this about?
Hello, Warian. Warian, I don't know. Way Ryan. Probably not Way Ryan. Alright, we'll keep that for sure. This you may have. Got this. You don't buy it. Are you shitting me, you weirdo? Alright, well. Very well. I think there's another enchanter.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
No. Yes, here we go. Perfect. There we go. Hello there. All right. Ooh, she's got some stuff here. Wow. Yeah, she's got some things. Restoration shirt. Oh, wow. Fortify fatigue. It's kind of shitty, actually. Dispel 50 to 100% on target. Shard bolt ring. She's got some interesting stuff. The Horty Fist. Alright, stuff and things. Oh. You don't have nearly enough gold to buy that from me. Alright, well that's a pretty good sum of money, actually. Truth be told. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Now what am I gonna do with this super valuable?
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
What am I gonna do with the super valuable one? I don't know, man. Let's see here. Exotic weapons. I just kind of want to see what they have, truth be told.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Absolutely. Nine in the Empire. Nordic longsword, Nordic shortsword, Nordic spear, Nordic war axe, silver claymore. Silver claymore I'm kind of tempted by, truth be told. I would almost rather that to my steel claymore. It would actually do more damage than my silver viper axe, interestingly enough. Although it doesn't have the poison effect, but yeah, it would do more damage. So let's actually sell off our silver viper axe. We'll take the silver claymore. I think that's a pretty cool thing to have for this character. Let's haggle her down just a bit. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on 3. There we go. Nice. That's pretty cool. Fantastic. All right. What about here? Ready guard goods. Let's check this out. See what he's got. Interesting. Hello there, Hamal. Greetings, greetings. My name is Hamal of Sentinel, a merchant from the faraway province of Hammerfell. Have you come to see the fabled shield of Mad Husa's gaze? I have other goods to sell too, as well, I should say. Ah, the shield is truly worthy of all the admiration. I acquired it from an old dune dweller nomad of the Alakir desert of Hammerfell. The shield is a beautiful thing to look at, but holds a dark secret. The soul of a Madhusa, a vile serpentine sorceress whose mere visage can turn men into stone, is bound within it. There's no telling what strange properties the soul of a Madhusa may have, but I would avoid looking directly at the shield for too long. Alright. Good to know. Oh, he does have quite a bit of gold, actually. Wow. Okay. Will he buy this? He will. I can't get the full... I will, I'll take the maximum. Thank you. Wonderful. 2,880 gold to play with. Very nice. Very nice. We more than recouped the cost of the silver claymore, which is awesome. I love that. All right, let me check the time right now. See how much I've been doing here. All right, at this point, the episode is over an hour long, so I think this is actually a... Oh, I forgot to turn the music back up, huh? Completely forgot with all the nonsense of the Daedric Ruin.
Happy to help.
I think this is a good place to end things. We're gonna end things with a little bit of reading.
What's this then?
Rayloff was just on a long journey, so now's as good a time as any to do some reading, I think. There is a book that I've been meaning to read for a little bit now, which is The Axeman, so we're gonna give that a read. We'll retire to the Fighters Guild quarters to leaf through it. Alright, I am back. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I decided to put the Ring of Surroundings here on display. I trust my Fighters Guild mate brethren. I don't think they'll take it or anything like that, so... well then, what shall we read? Oh yeah, I said The Axeman. The Axeman is what we shall read today. So let's go ahead and pop that open. How long is it anyway? 12 pages. All right. Let me take a quick sip of coffee here before I get started. All right, let's do this. Of all the members of the Morag Tong I've spoken with, none disturbed me quite as much as Minas Toric. A quiet and reserved man who never drank, never visited a brothel, or even uttered a curse, he was famous for his ability to make people disappear. Once a person was targeted by the Brotherhood and Toric was sent to them, they would simply cease to be. I asked him once what his weapon of choice was, and was equally startled by his answer. Is he he's a Morag Tong? He could be a Dark Elf. I'm not gonna guess though, so I'm just gonna give him I'm just gonna use my regular voice. I only likes to use axes, he said in his typical quiet voice. The image of this silent, dour fellow attacking anyone with a weapon as inherently bloody and violent as an axe so frightened and intrigued me that I questioned him about it further. This is an inherently dangerous activity, for assassins are not typically keen to give out their stories. Toric did not mind the questions, though it took some time to get the full story out of him, as naturally shy and reserved as he was. It seemed that Toric had been orphaned at a very young age and sent to live with his uncle, a salt rice plantation owner in Sheogorad in northern Vardenfell. Maybe he is a dark elf. The man promised to show his nephew the business and eventually make him a partner when he was old enough. In the meantime, the boy was put to work as his uncle's house servant. It was a grueling life, as the old man was very particular about how things should be done. The boy was first required to give all the floors in the house a thorough scouring, from the attic to the cellar. Whenever the floor was not cleaned to the uncle's satisfaction, which was frequent, Toric was thrashed and forced to begin again. The boy's second duty was to ring the bell that would bring the laborers into the house. This was done at least 4 times a day, once for each meal. But if his uncle had any news or additional instructions for the laborers, which he frequently did, the bell might need to be sounded a dozen times or more. It was a huge iron bell in the tower, and the boy quickly discovered that he had to throw his entire body into the motion of pulling the chain in order to have it sound loud enough to bring everyone in from the field. If he was tired and did not pull the back-breaking chain hard enough, his uncle was soon at his side to beat him until he rang the bell loud and clear. Toric's third task was dusting all the shelves in his uncle's vast library. As deep and old as the shelves were, he was required to work with a long, heavy duster on a rod. The only way that he could reach to the back of the shelves was to hold the duster at his shoulder, and then swing it out in a sweeping motion. Again, if the uncle saw any dust left over or felt that the boy was not working as hard as he ought to, the punishment was swift and severe. After several years, Minas Toric grew into a young man, but his job responsibilities were not increased. His uncle promised to teach him the business once Toric had demonstrated his mastery of his servile assignments. Divorced from any knowledge of any work other than his own, Toric never knew how badly in debt his uncle was and how poorly the farm's yield was. In his 18th year, Torek was called into the cellar by his uncle. He thought he had not done a good enough job scouring the floor down there and was frightened of the beating to come. What he found, however, was his uncle packing his goods into crates. "I'm leaving Morrowind," he explained. "The business has gone sour, so I thought I'd try my luck running a caravan in Skyrim. I understand there's good money to be made trading fake Dwemer artifacts to the Nords and Cyrodiils. I wish I could take you with me, my lad, but there won't be much need for scouring, bell pulling, and dusting where I'm going." "But uncle," said Torek, "I can't read. I knows nothing of the business you promised to teach me. What wills I do's on my own?" "I'm certain you can find a job in some domestic capacity," shrugged the uncle. "I've done my best with you." Torek had never stood up to his uncle before and felt no anger, only a sort of coldness that gripped his heart. Among his uncle's possessions being packed away was an old heavy iron axe, allegedly of Dwemer manufacture. He picked it up in his hands, and was surprised to find that it was not much heavier than his dusting rod. In fact, it felt very comfortable as he pulled it over his shoulder and swung it out as he had done so many times before. In this instance, however, he swung it into his uncle's right arm. The old man screamed with pain and rage, but for some reason, Torek didn't feel frightened anymore. He propped the axe against his other shoulder and swung it out again. It cut a swath across the old man's chest and he fell to the floor. Torek hesitated before lifting the axe above his head. It was another natural position for him, like he was ringing a bell. Over and over again he swung down as if he was calling the laborers in from the field, except that this time there was no sound except for a wet thump, and no laborers came in from the field. Of course, his uncle had sent them away hours before. After a time, there was nothing left of his uncle that couldn't be washed down the cellar drain. The process of cleaning up came easily to Torek as well. Blood scrubbed up much Blood scrubbed up much quicker than the usual grime and salt rice flour that littered the cellar floor. It was well known that Torek's uncle was planning to leave Morrowind, so his disappearance provoked no suspicion. The house and all the belongings were sold to the debt collectors, but Torek took the axe. It seemed that his uncle had given him some worthwhile business skills, after all. Wow. What an interesting read. What a fucked up little story. Oh, man. Well, glad to see that Torek was able to put his skills to some kind of productive use. God, that's dark. Alright, but that is going to do it for the day. In the next episode, we are going to go ahead and make our way to... Where are we going to go? We are going to make our way to Fort Ancillus and see about picking up some more Legion work over there, so we can advance further in rank in the Imperial Legion. But for now,
Small fork on outside, or is it inside?
don't know, don't care. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Until the next episode, I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.